Ahoy, everyone. Welcome aboard. Carl's here. Welcome aboard. Phoenix. Okay, now. Hi, Sonia with a J. Jim Foster. Welcome aboard. There's Mark. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. An hour from now, we'll be raiding Kobe. He goes, he has a premiere. It's about 20 minutes long. And it's scheduled for 7 o'clock. I just watched Tina's latest premiere. You can all go back and watch her premiere. And I got to make sure when Holly comes on, I got to get some information from her to give to Tina. Oh, well. Eventually, we'll get all of our I's crossed and our T's dotted. Aw, poor Bodie. At least he was a comfort to you. All right. What am I missing here? Oh, there is Kobe. He's in listening. Well, remember not to welcome you at 4 a.m. There's Steve. Welcome aboard. Watch that pretty sunset you posted on the short. You can't ever have a bad sunset in Arizona, especially where you are. It's amazing. There's Kyle. Tina called me and said, hey, why weren't you in the chat? I thought I was. Apparently, I was not. I was on the main comment. So I don't know. I screwed up somehow. There's Nancy. Welcome aboard. Turd sandwich. No, because she did that premiere for Sandy's school bus when we were all at Lake of Dreams. And she never got to tell them that they were going to be on the premiere because she didn't have the contact information. I said, well, you probably should have got a hold of me sooner. Or okay. I told her she should get a hold of me sooner, and I could have got it from Holly because Holly has the information. I don't. But, I've been happy to get it. Of course, now it's my fault. I just have to think faster. It's all right. Like I say, eventually we'll get our T's dotted and our I's crossed. You can do that. Yes, it's always my fault. Yeah, a little bit. Kept in the dark and fed shit. Oh, goodness. It's all right. I don't mind. It don't bother me. It doesn't really. Maybe 20 years ago it would have bothered me. Now I just let it go. Life's too short to get all discombobulated. Two have to pee. Two check their makeup. One says, did that before they stop talking yet? That's cute. It's Rob's fault. Yeah, there you go. I don't care if you blame it on me. My shoulders are broad. I'm good. I woke up at 3:30 Central. And I think maybe it was coyotes, but they sounded really strange. There was one coyote at least. It almost sounded like he was trying to imitate a rooster. You know, it was kind of like a howl, like the coyotes do, but it was ho 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 ho. I'm like, what the? Then I was fumbling around with my phone. I was going to try to record it, and then of course they quit. Then of course I realized that I wasn't recording it anyway. I didn't push the right button. Earlier this afternoon, about an hour and a half ago, I had 2 sparrows come in the door, and they were flying around here in the bus, and then they went back out. They were chirping. It was kind of cute. Carl, you're going to be around a lot more. Good one, Sonia. I was just trying to imitate the coyote who was trying to imitate a rooster crowing. For all I know, it could have been a Bigfoot trying to imitate a coyote who was trying to imitate a rooster. You never know what's going on in these woods. And I know where there's one. And then the neighbor said he's got a couple in his property. There's caves all over. Who knows what's in those caves? They're small caves, but they're still caves. And I guess this whole area is cavernous, if you will. There's caves under the ground here. The Phantom of the Opera. Are you ready? No, I ain't doing it. I'll do a pirate song. Yay, hey, up she rises. Yay, hey, up she rises. Yay, hey, up she rises early in the morning with Carl. Rural central England. You know what? I got a question for you, Rob. What do you guys have a Bigfoot or similar creature in Great Britain or the British Isles, if you will? I mean, we've got Bigfoot, but he's also known as Sasquatch. And then I know in the Himalayas, in Nepal, and that area, he is known as Yeti. I don't know if other countries have different names for the same creature. I bet Kobe knows. Or Georgianne, if she shows up. Poor Rob. Phantom of the Opera was going to be your graduation song? Wow. That'd have been cool. Dun, 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 dun. It's Nessie. Okay. But Nessie's a little bit different creature in the loch. More of a dinosaur looking or serpent. Where Bigfoot's more like a kind of a gorilla looking creature. Spelunking, yes. Go down there. I'm sure they probably have some places that you could do that. Most of the caves I've seen are, you know, just kind of down, and who knows what happens after that. I heard a thing where there was 3 boys, who knows how long ago, but they were underground and got lost. They showed up like 4 or 5 miles from this area. They'd gone that far underground. Woodchuck, all the wood if woodchuck could chuck. Well, what about the groundhogs? Black shark, the kelpie, the bogart, Loch Ness monster, the green man. We have a lot of folklore. Wow. Now that'd be kind of fun to look into instead of our plain old Mothman and Chupacabra, Bigfoot. Yeah, it's the same old, same old. Oops, not a fire trip. Let's see here. Well, it's farther for him than it is for me right now, Diane. Lost a great paying job, had to resort to ironing cowboy shirts in Wyoming. Howdy. Howdy pressing. How depressing. That is excellent. That is excellent, Sonia. It took me a second, maybe 4 seconds. I'm thinking of howdy doody. What does that have to do with pressing shirts? Howdy pressing. Howdy. Then I got it. Bing! I love it. Groundhog only predicts weather. Well, that makes him a terrorist. Hog all the ground if a groundhog could hog ground. That's pretty good, Kobe. Angry bunk. We do too, Mr. Carl. Black Shuck was the inspiration for Hound of the Baskervilles. Okay. That's interesting. Fucking fridge. I like that one, but I like the one you said the other day about. She said she was leaving, and there was a note on the refrigerator that said that she was leaving. This isn't working. And you looked in there, and the light came on. The beer was cold. What could be wrong? That one I really, really liked. Thought that was cute. Some truth to it. Not a log. Not a log. You mean not a myth? It's Nate Dogg Adams Pro. Nate Dogg Adams Pro. Well, the Nate I know, his last name is Price. So this must be somebody new. Welcome aboard. Unless I've missed a meeting or a memo. I wish I could go visit your channel, but it looks like your icon's pretty cool. Reminds me of a ship's wheel a little bit. There's Linda. Welcome aboard. Everybody seems to know Nate Dogg. Oh, yes, Nate Dogg. I remember Nate Dogg. Welcome aboard. You know, the names keep changing. The YouTube seems to be changing stuff. You know, it looks different. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your grandma. It's tough. It's tough losing our people. Condolences. Rebecca's here. Yay! Welcome aboard. We're just having a typical Saturday night, guess the channel. The only success I could say I had today was I fixed my new belt. I figured out how it works. It's one of those quick latch. Then you just push a little button and it comes apart. I like it. At first, I didn't like it. Thought this thing isn't going to work. I'm in Walmart. My pants are falling off. Normal for me, but I kept tightening the belt and it wouldn't tighten. It wouldn't tighten. Well, come to find out, there's the little things for the latch, if you will. It's almost like a little grate that each little increment latches on. Well, when you run out of those, you're screwed. Oh. In other words, the belt was too big in the first place. So then I figured out, okay, I shortened it by 3 inches. Now it works perfect. I'm happy. What do you call a man and dad? Owen. That's a good one. 20th, but whatever. You just had 40 winks. I ran across a bluegrass song today, which was about hand jobs. You gotta be kidding me. Hey, it's on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called, but it was a very nicely done song, but the words are like, oh. I mean, it was saltier than Salty Dog. This government shutdown bullshit's got to stop. I can't believe they're doing this. Either side. Not okay. Yesterday I heard, I don't want to go into politics, but I heard, okay, the president said we're going to fund SNAP. And then I seen where, oh yeah, he's funding it because a judge said you got to do it. And then this morning I'm reading where the Supreme Court overruled it and said no, can't be done. What's the frickin' answer? Do, don't. I think I may have mentioned this before, but one of my bosses, her daughter works for ShiftSmart, and I think it's in Texas. But anyways, the Circle K person said to her, working for ShiftSmart, if you see somebody shoplifting, don't worry about it. Seriously. And the reasons were because times are hard. You won't be losing. Yeah. You're welcome, Jim. Keep your pants on. Supreme Court issues a stay of lower court's order so they can review it. Okay, let's just drag our asses down the frickin' bloody ass broken glass trail. There's people out there that desperately need it. They're not scamming. They really, really need it. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't scammers. Believe me, I deal with scammers every day. It's part of my job to weed them out. Say, oh, wait a minute. How can you say you did something and you sent me a picture that's black? You know, even the artificial intelligence picks that up. So yeah, and it's sad because there's other people out there that would have been happy to have that job. Yeah, you just don't say anything. Now the ones that are stealing, something that could be pawned, I think I'd jump on their ass. I don't know where it came from, Linda. It just came out of my head. But now there's the other Nate, the Nate Price that I know. Hi, 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 hi. Welcome aboard, Nate. Good to see you. Hope I get to watch your live stream tomorrow. The political rabbit hole. Yeah, I did for a minute. But it is getting overwhelming. I can see where they can do the political ploy, shut the government down for a couple days. But no, we're going on what, week 5, week 6? Something's seriously wrong. Oh, so glad you're back from the edge of death there, Nate. The contrast wasn't enough. See what you made me do? Clap and set the damn phone off. I keep threatening to uninstall that. Because when it goes off, it startles me. Now, if I purposely, see, now it doesn't go off. If I whistle, it probably will. But when it goes off by itself because somebody farted sideways or a buck snorted, that irritates me. Yeah, I'd say so too, nomadic camping. And welcome aboard, by the way. That's my application that I thought would be good to have on my phone, Jim. It's called Find Your Phone. And I thought, that's a really good idea. So I downloaded it and tested it out, and it seemed to work okay. Well, it actually works too good. It's very sensitive. And it rearranged all my icons. Actually, it rearranged them nicely. So now that I've gotten used to it, I'm okay with that. But I'm thinking, well, what if I uninstall the app? Are all my icons to where they were, which they were scattered over 7 home pages. Now they're on 1.5. I probably need to get rid of some other apps. She did? I didn't see her on. I didn't see Georgianne. Well, the only place I would have seen her is at Tina's premiere. Otherwise, I haven't been online other than watching other stuff. There's Ringo and Czar. Hi, Kyle. Welcome aboard. Just so you know, we're going to be raiding Kobe at 7 p.m. Eastern. He has a premiere. There's Ray. Welcome aboard. This is great. Everybody saying hi to Ray. I think I was first. Oh, Lord. My friends made breakfast for supper tonight. I had blueberry pancakes. Oh my, were they good? Yummy. The feature channel is solved? Really? I want to hear it. Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Kyle will probably figure it out. He usually does. There is one. For 3 weeks now. 3 Saturdays in a row. And I think I even put an extra thumbnail in there to boot on one of the live streams. Well, there's clues. I think I said, didn't I say that it was a single person, part-time vanner? Yeah. What was the name of the breakfast place we ate at? M&M's in London, Ohio. We should go there. Again, absolutely. It was one of the best mom and pops that we've eaten at. It was very, very good. No, it's not Lubecca. You're welcome, Georgianne. I'll stick around. That's correct, Rob. Absolutely correct. Now that you've mentioned them, you've probably cursed us. Realize the van to my van, so check it out. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Ray, Tina did a premiere earlier. You remember Sandy and James? You know, Holly and Jeff played euchre with them, with Sandy and James, and she has that. I forget. I don't know what model. It's a Bluebird, but kind of a medium-sized bus. And Tina did a tour of it. It was before we left of Lake of Dreams. Feature channel is Timmy. Good one, Diane. Single female. In a van, part-time. See, now I gave you another clue. Female. You're watching from your camper, the family cabin. Oh, cool. Imagination time with Timmy. It's excellent. Yeah, all of us should get together. I don't know if they'd have enough room for us at M&M's. I definitely recommend it if you're ever near London. I don't care if you're within 80 miles of it, go there. It is just very good food, friendly service, and it's just a little hole in the wall. And whoever owns it, they collect the M&M, anything M&Ms. They had a whole lot of the dispensers. I even have a few of them yet. They're in the trailer, Kyle. All of his personalities. I think that's all Chat GPT, Diane. Joey has been replaced with Mike. Daniel C. Master Joey and Kobe's chat 3 weeks after he died. I believe it. That's the problem. I believe it. Oh my goodness. No, it's not Carl. Oh, I hope he's still here and he heard that. Oh my God. They serve liver nuggets. We're picking on each other now. This is great. This is great. Oh, yes, they do serve liver and onions, I think, at M&M's. I believe they do. I believe you are serious, Nancy. Whoa, whoa. Link for Susie's video tour. Now that'd be excellent to go watch for sure. I gotta watch it. I can't click on it, but I'm writing it down. Watch Susie's tour of Ray's van. What if I've already seen Ray's van? Which I have. As long as Diego got prime time, it'll all be good. It was like a miracle. The stone rolled away. Oh my gosh. Track of one of them, yeah. You know, he's been super great at making sentences too. Have you noticed that? I thought for a while that it was Joey or Mike or somebody. Poor Timmy. But I think Timmy has made new friends with GPT. If you know how to ask the right questions, ChatGPT can give you some pretty good answers. You never know. He may have one up on the rest of us. They say, the future is going to be those who are put out of job by AI or those who have an amazing job because of AI. So it's probable that we probably should learn as much as we can. I am in a position where I am actually learning a little bit. And I don't find it scary. At first I found it, and I don't know if I like it. Well, then I got over that. I'm not saying that I like it, but I can see how it can be a good tool. All parts of it. What really irritates me is when, an audio book, let's say, or a YouTube video, and it's all been put together by AI. And how do I know that? Because I'll hear the voice, and it's like that's the same voice that's on all of them. There's only a few voices that you hear. There's female voices as well. But, instead of saying, there's just little things like numbers, numerical things. Like, let's say the 13th of October. And AI will go 13TA October. What? That's when I know I'm listening to AI, and it kind of pisses me off. All right, I got to scroll back up. FAA just grounded all the MD-11 planes. Wow. I kind of thought maybe that was going to come. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Good one, Jim. That's possible, Rob. He could be cooking. Maybe the grease got to him. 11 million people that watch on the big screen everywhere he goes. Yeah, and how come they haven't subscribed to me? I think I've mentioned, hello, people. You don't have to just watch me on the big screen. You can also watch me on your devices. But then all of Timmy's friends are probably using flip phones. The island of misfit toys. Had to siphon the python. Welcome back, Mark. Oh, I did see that, Kobe. I just cracked up. No, I'm not hearing voices. I'm really not. There are some voices going on. I think Diane's on the phone with her son or brother, possibly. Because I can hear a male voice and then her voice. I don't hear Dale's voice. He's in the house. That was run by your grandmother. Family tradition to maybe celebrate the life of Pastor Joy. Let me just check with him, see if he's deceased this week. Oh, God. There's Brian. Welcome aboard. We're picking on one of my fans. Careful, you'll be next. And there's Timmy. Welcome aboard. Watch, everybody will shut up now. Look what the cat dragged in. So, Timmy, you missed the clues. The feature channel is female, part-time van life. And welcome aboard, Timmy. So Holly should be calling in pretty soon, I would think. She better, or she's going to miss out because we're going past the top of the hour because we're going to be raiding Kobe. So that's a fact, Jack. Speak of the devil. Look what the cat dragged in. No, it's not Johnny's journey. Hey, Holly. Timmy says hi.
Hi, Timmy. Hello, everybody. How many do we have with us today, Jack?
Oh, all of them.
And how many might that be?
There's 15.
Okay. Why, hello, everybody. This is Holly by Golly with your laugh report. And boop, boop, be doop. I got some jokes for you. My Aunt Lucille decided to finally get a license. She took instructions, and on the day of her test, she went out with the instructor. And while going along, all of a sudden, she put up her right turn signal with her hand, out the window. Then she signaled for the left with her arm out the window. Then she swirled her head around in circles. And the instructor asked her, "What was that?" And she said, "Well, I wanted to go right. Then I was going to go left. Then I changed my mind, so I was erasing it."
Okay, that's good. Mark, that's amazing. 70 people in 1 week. It could be a YouTube glitch, but I don't know. That's weird.
There was this little old lady who lived alone with her cat. And one day, she bought this lamp at a yard sale. And when she got it home, she started dusting it. And all of a sudden, a genie came out. And he gave her 3 wishes. So for her first wish, she wished she chose to become a beautiful young princess. And she was one. And her second was to own a huge, beautiful castle. And she had one. And then the third was to turn her cat into a handsome prince. And he was. Then he said, "Now, can you take me upstairs and make mad, passionate love to me?" Then the prince spoke up and said, "You should have thought about that before you had it fixed."
Yeah, I remember that one. Somebody said something. No, Timmy, it's not Tina's channel, and it's not the RV DJ's channel. When you think about the RV DJ, is not a single female, nor does she have a man. You got to do better research, Timmy. Go ahead, Holly.
This lady, she was an interior decorator, and she goes to check out and give an estimate at this lodge. Well, she found out once she got there that inside it was a nudist colony. And during her interview, the owner says, "Well, I think we can eliminate wicker furniture, can't we?"
Hey, Holly, you don't have to do it right now, but I need to give Susie and James's information, not Susie, Sandy and James's information to Tina. Tina did her premiere tonight where she toured Sandy's bus, but she didn't have Sandy's information, so they probably don't know anything about it.
Well, I don't have it right. She doesn't have any handle or anything per se on YouTube.
Well, it's all right.
She
can get one. But like if you have a phone number or something where Tina could or you can let Sandy and James know that YouTube, Tina's the outsider, they'll see their bus.
Okay.
All right.
Tina the outsider.
Yep, Tina's the outsider.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, will do.
All right, thank you.
This man and his wife split up, He left her for another woman, but he'd still go over there to get his mail. And one day, her alumni's newsletter and questionnaire came, and he took it, and he filled it out for her. And where it asked what she was up to these days, he wrote that she is working on finding husband number 3 by going to bars and nightclubs to find an even richer husband, like she had done for her previous 2 marriages. That was his answer.
Okay, just to let you know, Kobe goes live straight up 7 o'clock.
Okay. Well, there's a single mother who's a lawyer, and she had a son. And there was a knock at the door, and his son went to answer it. And it was a man, and he told the boy that he was a lawyer. So he said, "Just a minute." And he slams the door shut, runs to his mom. She asked, "Who is it?" And her son said, "It's a man." And he says he's a lawyer. "How can a man be a lawyer, Mom?"
Okay. Well, Michelle's getting pissed there.
Who had a parrot, and one day it fell off its perch and broke his leg. And he split it, so he splintered it with a matchstick. And it seemed to work really good. And then one day the guy was playing with the parrot, and all of a sudden there was a poof, and the bird burst into flames.
Okay.
And he didn't understand why for a minute. Then he realized what had happened. He had sandpaper at the bottom like you're supposed to be, and he forgot to take the sulfur off the match.
Oh, jeez.
There are these conglomerate type companies that tried and or joined their products with theirs, but they failed miserably. Like McDonald's tried to join with the clinic, but it went bust because the sign out front said over 6 billion cared.
Sonia will do your winning ticket on Tuesday.
And Sonia won, huh?
Yep, yeah. She guessed the featured channel is Travel Around Susie.
Oh, neat.
Yep.
The company that makes the neutron bombs tried to join with M&M's. Granted, they still wouldn't melt in your hands, but they would melt. Granted, they still wouldn't melt your hands, but they would melt your mouth and body. Here's
Okay.
another one that went bust. The company of Cracker Jack
Your jokes are going bust.
got into the mix as well. They bought into a company that makes birth control pills. And one day, there were 2 boxes that got mixed up. And it wasn't caught until the pills were dumped into the peanuts fat. So next time you get a box of Cracker Jacks, watch out for the peanuts. You may get more than one surprise in your box.
Well, Nancy, I didn't see that you guessed it. What the heck?
You're going to have to do 2 tickets now.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just get another ticket.
You know, Bruce's mom kept trying to wake him up. And he says, I don't want to go to school. She said, give me 2 reasons why you shouldn't go to school. He said, number 1, the kids don't like me. And number 2, the teachers don't like me. Now you give me 2 reasons why I should go to school. And she said, okay, 1, you're 35 years old. And 2, you're the principal.
All right, I got to get Nancy a ticket.
Okay.
Apparently I screwed up. Kobe says I screwed up 4 weeks ago. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
You know, Jake and Bart are brothers. And they were talking, and Bart asked Jake how he was doing in the stock market. And Jake said he was doing pretty good on some of them, but his investor is somewhat worried about one of them. And Bart asked, which one is that? And Jake said his investor bought into a cattle ranch, but there are 99 bulls and only 1 cow, and he wants to sell it, but the cow won't let him. What a slut.
Timmy, Nancy, and Sonia won. They guessed correctly that the channel was Travel Around Susie.
You know, here's some news for you. Now, with all the price hikes on everything, the funeral homes have decided to help us out a little bit by cutting down on the funeral costs. Yeah, through McDonald's type of store style. They're calling it stiff in a box.
Okay.
You know, the president was calling out to the space station, but instead of dialing the space station to ask about how the mechanical arm, he accidentally called the Dr. Ruth radio show. And when he asked about the mechanical arm, she replied, if it works, go with it.
Hey, Mark, that one was right up your alley, and she didn't even know the joke you just told.
What was his?
It was about masturbation.
Oh, jeez.
Excuse me.
Oh, God. You know, these two No, I'm going to skip that one. Okay. Now, here's some jokes you can use. Your grandma's so old, she went to an antique store and they put a price tag on her.
Yeah.
All right, here's something you know you're getting old when. You use valet parking to avoid losing your car. And you know you're getting old when everything hurts and what don't hurt doesn't work.
Yeah. What about the valet parking? I've actually done that.
You know you're getting old when the gleam in your eye is from the sun hitting your bifocals. You know you're getting old when your little black book contains only names that end in MD.
Yeah.
You know you're getting old when your children begin to look middle-aged. You know you're getting old when you finally reach the top of the ladder and find it leaning against the wrong wall. You know you're getting old when you look forward to a dull evening. You know you're getting old when your favorite part of the newspaper is 20 years ago today. You know you're getting old when you turn out the lights for economic, not romantic reasons. You know you're getting old when you sit in a rocking chair and can't get it going. You know you're getting old when your memory is shorter and your complaining lasts longer.
Kobe says you're getting old when you accidentally tell the same joke over and over.
You know you're getting old when you walk around mostly wondering what you're forgetting. That fit right in with that, Jack. You know you're getting old when you're the life of the party if it lasts until 8 o'clock. You know you're getting old when the little old gray-haired lady that you helped across the street is your wife. You know you're getting old when you have too much room in your house and not enough in your medicine cabinet. You know you're getting old when you're burning the midnight oil and it's only 9 p.m. Well, folks, that happens to be all that I have for you today. So I will let you get back to Captain Jack Scrapper. I love you all. And this is Holly by Golly with your laugh report. And boop boop be doop. I hope I gave a few laughs to you.
Thank you, Holly.
I love you all.
Yep.
Peace out. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. I hope you live.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. So Timmy's going to fill in by telling us the same pirate jokes that he told last week, right? You refuse to be angry? I hear you, Diane. To find your phone. Good one, Jim. Good one. See, it didn't work. It worked that time. It also flashes the light. Worst dwarf of them all. Okay, so congratulations, Nancy and Sonia. And I'll pick up Nancy another ticket before Tuesday. Tuesday's adult humor night, and we'll just do a couple scratch offs, and hopefully somebody will win something. That'd be cool. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Ray and Diane. So, and the beneficiaries are Sonia and Nancy. Let's hope that they win something. We'll just keep it going. Oh my goodness. So, the news is the news. Tonight, the adult humor, and then Wednesday night will be our normal word games. Unless something comes up, I don't think it's going to. I think I'm going to be at least stationary here for almost another week. I hadn't planned on that, but the Napa did not have the correct hoses that I need to replace on the power steering and master brake. The booster for the master brake operates with the power steering pump. They're in conjunction with each other, if you will. The power steering pump gives pressure not only to the power steering, but it also gives pressure to the booster pump for the brakes. So I'm replacing those hoses because, number one, they were old. Number two, they wouldn't fit on the new reservoir that holds the hydraulic fluid or the power steering fluid. The fittings are different on the new, reservoir. Didn't know that. They were supposed to be the same. The part was made for this vehicle, but no. Can't win for losing, but we'll be all right. Oh, second. A65.85. What? I'm not sure what you mean, Timmy. Your cutting and pasting is pasting me off. All right, we are getting ready to go see Kobe and enjoy that. My phone has just been acting up like crazy. I bought a charger for it yesterday and it charged up, and now it's almost dead again. I don't know what's going on. I think I need a new phone. Not sure. Thank you, Linda, for putting that up. So with that, we're all going to go over to Kobe. We will see you Tuesday night. And in the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. Come on, you can do it. Have a blessed evening, everyone. May God bless. Good night. See you at Kobe's.